Rolling, and we're live. Giddy up, rawhide. Everybody's shuffling. All right, so.
Yeah, me and Stevie keep switching places.
I know, you keep disappearing, Gina.
I like my spot front and center. And then look how wide I am compared to y'all.
What happened there?
All right, so wait for some people to get on here. They're starting to come on. If y'all would, if you can, share this out.
Tabs, can you share it?
I'm sharing it.
Thank you, ma'am. I just have the cell phone tonight. I'm out of town.
Yeah, good deal. For her to get that shared out, and I shared it out to ours when I come on.
How do you share it out? Get the more.
Stevie, I'm going to say don't push nothing. Let's leave you right there.
All right.
I don't. You would have to have a second device to get it shared out. Like if you had another phone to go to Facebook, share it out that way. That's the only way I know how to do it. Like off a laptop or something. Yeah.
Yeah, if you try to back out, it'll drop you.
All right, so we got some on right now. So we're going to come on here live with Night Song Paranormal. We have Barbie and Tabitha. We have Gina Carmen, Ghost Girl. She has got her a new logo out. Y'all need to go check that out. I think you said that you was going to start that page, right, Gina?
Yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, do a separate business, a ghost girl page. So I can put my family picture back up and not my logo.
Yeah. And then we have Stevie Rudley. We met Stevie. Terry met Stevie actually on was a paranormal page, I guess, and he met up with us out at the Bell Witch Cave. Hello, Todd. Thank you, Gary, for sharing. Yeah, Stevie met up with us out at the Bell Witch Cave. We was invited out to help with an event out there from Black Wolf Paranormal. He come out and we met up, and he's been on several investigations with us. Here,
Lots of
fun. He's getting the hang of it pretty good, pretty quick, and he's already in debt with paranormal equipment. So,
doesn't take long.
Yep.
Where'd he go?
Stevie was on here.
He was.
But
that means he didn't pay because he's such in debt. He didn't pay his electricity bill.
There he is.
There he is. But yeah, we're going to talk about the last weekend at the Oxanna Victorian in Oxford, Alabama. So Terry will be on here shortly, and she is actually on her way home. So when you hear my dogs go crazy, you know Terry is here. So yes, Todd, he is a good one. Stevie's a good guy.
But now I can open up my world.
Gary, if you got somewhere down or Gary says, I don't know if y'all can see the comments on your end or not.
I can't see them.
If y'all ever get down to Northwest Georgia, would y'all like to join on an investigation? Yes, we team up with people all the time. We do collaborations with everybody. And yeah, if you got somewhere down there that we can go, I know Georgia's kind of touchy. It's we're all in the Bible Belt, but especially Georgia, it's really hit or miss because I only know of like 2 locations down in Georgia,
I would say probably Savannah around that area because of the
Oh,
Civil
yeah.
War.
Well,
The
yeah,
Civil
well,
War
yes,
and
man, I
stuff.
forgot about Savannah. I know we've done the Wright Hotel and something else right there with that little area. Oh, Black Wolf. And there's Devil Worshippers Mountain in Tryon, or is that maybe Trenton or Tryon, Georgia, one of them. I've never heard of that one.
Mama Dab's on.
And Hello Limestone Spirit Chick. Deb is on, which Deb is Barbie's mom. Yeah,
My mama.
that's what I was thinking.
Does somebody have a TV on?
Yeah.
Terry's home. Yeah. Hang on one second, y'all. Yeah, you can always tell when she pulls up. Them dogs like know her freaking car sound from the end of the street, man. They know it.
Sounds like a spirit box running.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, Bianca says almost on the square, so I guess it wasn't that. Maybe somebody else pulled up. I don't know. But back to Oxanna. It is a Airbnb. You can go on Airbnb and rent the home and investigate whatever you want to do. But it is a very well-built house, very nice, very clean, and quite active. It's, and it has plenty of room to have costumes at also. But so what did y'all think about the Oxanna?
Oh, I absolutely loved it. I mean, when Barbie and Buffy and myself and Tabitha a little bit before she went to bed, we had William playing hide and go seek with her dowsing rods.
Actually, his name, Renee, the owner, she told me his name is Sam. The little boy's name is Sam. Although we were calling him Little Billy or William, his name is Sam. And she said that he likes to hide things from people and he likes to play games.
Oh yeah, I think he followed me home.
Oh, great. So yeah, we got his name wrong, but although we were getting William and Bill across the spirit board or spirit box quite a bit, but yeah, she said his name was Sam.
I was going to ask her about the Earl name that we got whenever I was doing the Estes method to see what that was all about. If there was an Earl there at one time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder if there's another one there named Billy, another kid spirit there named Billy.
I don't know. But that was pretty awesome. We caught it we were on live, and then we actually had some cameras on it. So I can't wait to go through it and just when we stood up to count, to have him go hide, y'all had the tripwire on the ground, and it just lit up one by one, out the door, he was running to go hide. And it was craziest thing. It was cool.
That's a great location.
And then something felt like it come back through because it passed right through me.
Yeah.
Because it set the flashlight off.
In the room that Buffy and Tabitha and I stayed in, Tabitha had already, they had already made some sort of contact with the little girl, which I didn't know much about the Oxanna, when I got there, and I just kind of did that by design. I didn't look up anything about the history or anything. And so we had thought that it was just a little boy there because we heard about him. And then when they were, we had to establish that there was a little girl in that room. the owner, once again, on one of our lives, she said there's a little girl by the name of Mary who likes to hang out in that room. So that was quite interesting. I guess she was the niece of the bigger Mary. I guess there's more Mary. Marys are a very popular name, I guess, but that was really cool.
She was hitting like different cat balls in the room at the same time. You could like see her running from one cat ball to the other, to the other, to the other. And it was just, I couldn't keep the camera on it as quick as she was moving.
And it, what is in the background?
I think it's Stevie's TV.
Is that your TV, Stevie?
Yeah, it probably is.
Okay.
Let me go outside.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, John Wayne coming through.
I thought somebody was talking. I was like, is that Mary? Mary?
Hear me good?
Yes.
Okay.
Deb says hi, Terry. Barbie's mom.
Because the dogs will go fucking wild.
But I know whenever we first started, everybody went to a different location of the house. And when I went into our room, like Stevie was out on the, whatever you want to call that.
I call it like a stateroom.
Upstairs.
The second floor landing.
I think in her room. And then I went in mine. I had the cat ball. I didn't have cat balls. No, I had a REM pod, the flashlights, and the REM pod and flux 2 meter. And like I started asking questions. I was on TikTok, and it was just like boom, 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 boom. I was like, shit, everything's going all at once, And then I sat there for about 5 minutes. I did that, maybe a little less, and I hollered for Steve. He was like, hey, come here for a minute. And
You're cut out, Steven. We can't hear you.
Yeah, you lost his audio.
He's frozen.
These StreamYards sometimes be crazy. And then went.
He's just frozen.
We can't hear you.
No, Tony. We had this earlier before we got on here.
Muffins. I hate the StreamYard. I wish there was a better way.
Now she's frozen.
Now Terry's frozen.
One by one, we all go down.
Okay, who's going to float the show while they're not listening?
But I also caught, like, I was kind of freaking out because I brought like an old digital camera with me and to take still photos with, and I think I caught like maybe a teenage boy like looking back at me in the mirror. That was quite crazy. I still haven't. Yeah, we can hear you. I still haven't quite analyzed all that yet because we're still going over Octagon Hall stuff, which is kind of like a priority right now because we got to get that done. But it's just, man, Oxanna, it didn't disappoint.
And we heard a lot of audible voices at night of a female. Like when I was doing my K2 in the very beginning to get a baseline rating, I got the first thing like, sure. She was like, sure. And then like throughout the night, you would hear hello or hi. We would. And it was just, she was a very soft voice. So it was well worked down there.
And there was an excellent double Estes on the steps between Terry and Tabs. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty wild.
I think Terry cut the Jeep on, and I got connected to the Jeep Bluetooth through Bluetooth. That's what happened.
But I don't have it up.
But the house felt very safe. Like if for me to be able to walk through a house and go to bed on my own, I was like, this is a comfortable location.
Yeah, usually I feel like I have to be on guard when I go to sleep, and usually I don't sleep very well, but I felt like I was very comfortable in there. It was, yeah.
Hell, I
I can't
slept
remember
better than I did Thomas house.
Thomas house, I feel like I have to be on guard there.
Yeah, because you never know what's going to happen.
Mm-mm.
Oh, when I go places, once I'm out, I'm gone. They can come.
The thing was, when I went to bed, that that lighting that you had, Stevie, upstairs. What is it? The motion
Oh, the
Oh,
tripwire.
the tripwire.
wire. That thing was just going and going. I finally raised up and I was like, "Could you please keep it to one color? I can't sleep with all." Felt like I was going to have a seizure, but it just kept going for like an hour straight, and then it just stopped.
Yeah, when I got up to turn them off, the batteries was dead in it because they were all red.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when me and Bianca finally went to lay down, maybe 20 minutes of being up there, we're sitting there on our phone. I was watching y'all's live, Night Songs live, and I heard the doorknob in my room rattle. And Bianca's like, "Did you hear that?" I said, "Yeah, be quiet." And I'm like, "Hold on." And then I said that again, if you're in here, if you're trying to get in here. And then the thing I hear is Steven snoring and humming. And I'm like, never mind. So I kick him. He's like, "What, Terry?" I was like, "Shut up. I'm trying to hear what's in here." And then he falls back to sleep and starts snoring again. So I don't know what that was, but it
Yeah.
Terry, do you know what time that around about the time that was?
I marked that time. It was 1:15 a.m.
Buffy, I think that was right about the time that Barbie, I think that was right about the time that Sam tore out of the room.
Oh, that we were doing hide and go seek.
Yep.
Remember?
Yeah, because we told him, we were like, "Hey, you need to stay downstairs, and because everybody up there is sleeping, and then don't go in Miss Becky's room." But everything else is like wide open for you to go to. And the first thing he does is try to go up the steps because the lights, the tripwire lit up to the hallway and then up the stairs. And then like halfway up the stairs, there was two of them going back and forth. Like he was trying to decide where he wanted to go. And we were like, "You can't go up there."
Again, but I thought, well, if you're the spirit, can't you just go through the door? Like, why open the door? But I don't know.
And the funny thing is, I didn't think about that, but you had told him only the doors that are open is what you can go into. I had left our room open, the door upstairs open. So I'm wondering if he was going to try to hide in that room upstairs.
In there?
An open door.
Maybe.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when all of them tie together like that, when evidence ties together like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephen, whenever you reviewed our cameras, when I asked you to listen to that spot whenever we heard the door, did you hear anything on that? Can you hear me, Stephen?
Oh, he's gone.
We had a going in our room. So.
Yeah, I think he said that he had was it the Phasm cam going? And he said it was like too dark or something when the rattle happened, and all he saw was Bianca's light like turn on.
So does it not have sound on that one?
I don't know.
I don't know because I don't do those cameras, so I don't know anything about them. If we can ever get out of him, he's going in and out.
You can't hear.
Can
You
hear?
can't hear? He can't hear us.
We can talk about him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you get anything good, Gina, on your when you were there, or you just been quiet? I'm like, jump in.
I have not had. Tonight was the first time I'd actually even looked at the camera. It's been a busy week, so I have not gone through much of anything yet. So I want to take a look at the camera I had at the top of the stairs with the music box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That caught anything because that
Yeah,
thing went off all through the night there. But
it did. I'll tell you, Stevie's ICU. Oh my God, that is creepiest music box I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Steven's
Oh, that was another thing that happened with that. We were in the room. We were doing the spirit box session. Steven was under, and he had the glasses on, and one of the guys, whoever we were talking to, he said, "I'm on the steps. I'm watching you." and everybody else was in separate rooms. And Stevie's music, the I See You motion came on, and I'm like, oh my god!
I did not
Yeah.
realize Stephen was behind you. Somebody in your car.
Creepy.
We still can't hear him.
Nothing keeps flickering back.
He was about to give up.
Steve said one in the chat that he's glad to hear you guys had some good activity. My team is headed there in a couple of weeks to spend the weekend. You'll love it.
Who was that?
Steve Getzinger.
Oh,
And you'll love it, Steve, but very faintly you'll hear a female talking to you. But you're almost like, did I miss that? Did I actually hear it? And then like at one point me and you heard it, but we both didn't think, Barbie, that we had heard it until we started talking.
right.
So it's just very faint. So you'll have a good time.
I was talking not in the comment.
Yeah, I'll read them to you when I see them. I'll take over. It's okay. Oxanna, Victorian says, hello, everyone. Hey,
Hello.
your location. It is awesome.
It's so awesome.
Very homey feeling too.
Very, yeah. I felt very comfortable there.
Yes, I can't wait to.
My mom was so jealous. She was like, the next time you go, I'm going. I was like, yes, you're going. Yes, you're going. My mom is like, loves everything Victorian, and she would have just loved it there.
It was so worth it. Like,
Yeah.
I'd say it's a good starter place for somebody that's just getting into it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good place. You know, and we had a really nice dinner beforehand. Did anybody get our waiters, like their server's name?
it was like John or something. I don't know.
No, I didn't get his name.
He flirted, but he was very toxic with me, so we kind of broke up, but we still stayed friends. A lot happened at that dinner.
But bless his heart, he was trying his best to keep up with us.
He busted it good.
He made really good tips off our table, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, most def.
He worked his tail off for us. He did a good job.
I saw you posted his picture. Maybe you put it out there. Hey, help us find him.
Right.
He works here. Let Facebook do its work. And
We gave him one of our cards, and then we also wrote Mid-Tenn on there for him and said, find us all on Facebook and follow us, and we're gonna put your picture up. And just like a guy, he just one and done. He's done with us. He got what he wanted.
He said he was toxic now. He did.
Actually,
You're breaking up, Terry.
I said it was for her.
Look, we're like, we
Y'all,
go-
this. Can you hear me now?
Mm-mm. You're just breaking up really bad. Look, we're just gonna take over. All right, who else wants to? Look, well,
But I would say, hey, so Steve, you're going to be going to Oxanna. That we had a lot of REM pod activity, cat balls. They really like those dowsing rods if you have them.
K2 meter
So-
was really active, and a
K2
location
meter.
where we had a baseline reading of nothing.
Yeah. I mean, Tabitha wrote down all of our baselines. We had random cold spots too. I just remember on the steps when Terry and Tabs were doing a double Estes, I felt something come whoosh down to my right side. And then we actually have a live video of it. And then Tabs kind of turns to me and she goes, it's cold on my right side. So it's we both kind of felt that. yeah, like somebody was just like running down the stairs. I don't know, but it was random cold spots, voices. I heard distinctly twice a female say hello. And I'm Renee might have to correct me, but the room with the double bed and the single day bed, is that the purple room?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's definitely a female in there. Because we heard her twice in that room say hello.
And I saw a female on the stairs, like it with old timey clothing on. So, Todd is. I'm gonna read comments. Todd, you said, "I'm looking forward to seeing you all this season at the Bell Witch Cave. So excited, may pee on myself. So excited." And Oxanna did say it was Mary. And Steve wants to know, where do we think the most activity was?
We had
I think it was everywhere.
I think it
Everywhere.
I think the parlor room. I think the parlor room was a little bit more than anywhere else.
We were so active in that room where Mary was. It just kept hitting.
Yeah.
We had to keep the stuff at her level. It wouldn't touch anything.
Couldn't go high. Yeah, you can't go high there. So the one thing that we did there is when we first started investigating, like everybody took their own room. Like we all just kind of scattered. We all just went silent for 10 minutes. And I was in the parlor room by myself. And it was pretty active in that room. At the same time, I think Terry and Steven were in activity where they were. Like it just seemed like it was like everywhere. It was just bouncing everywhere.
It seemed like it would almost go from room to room because ours would stop. We were in the yellow room downstairs, and it would go for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then it would stop. And then we'd hear someone pick up. Oh, I hear, talking, and then like 10 minutes later, it would circle back to our room.
Have you analyzed that picture?
I have not yet. Oh, and from your room that you and Katie slept in?
Yeah. It was like in the doorway or outside the doorway there.
Not yet. I dropped everything in. We share a Google Drive, so I just dropped everything in, and I haven't looked at it yet. But I can't wait to like dig into that because I could swear Stevie and I were trying to debunk that, and I was like, okay, Stevie, you need to stand right here because I need to the figure was a little bit shorter than Stevie was, so it's just like. So we weren't able to debunk it. We were able to see like where somebody would have had to be sitting or standing to get that kind of reflection. So there's not like a statue or a mirror or anything that would have casted that. So I can't wait to like really get down to it and analyze it,
And Renee said that's where she saw Mary as well, was those stairs. So that's good that she saw her there also, and I did too. So and
there's a little Mary and a big Mary, right?
Right. The woman the figure I saw was a taller female.
Oh.
I'm 5'3", but I mean, she seemed taller than me. I don't know.
Now the Estes method in the parlor was pretty interesting too.
Yes.
With the male spirit, little more hostile towards Stephen, but really nice toward you, and
yeah, it was
more of a gentleman toward the ladies.
But more gentleman-like, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, he was more gentleman-like towards us, and when we
Renee said,
we were asking when Stephen was under, hey, are we welcome here? And he said, you are. And we're like, well, who's you? What do you mean? But he was talking about the ladies. I don't know what that's about.
Renee, is it Renee? Isn't that right? Is that from Oxanna?
Yeah.
Renee. So his name's Robert, and Mary raised her niece, which was named Mary.
Well,
so the man of the house is named Robert?
Yes, that gentleman that y'all were talking to was named Robert.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're able to join your own show. We have really had to carry this show on our shoulders.
I remember getting Robert on my sweet box.
Did you really?
Yeah. I think I was doing a solo in the dining room.
Well, Stevie, remember when I was going around with my old camera and you said, what kind of camera do you have?
Yep.
And it was a
I'm a-
Canon and it said Canon on your, I think it
Spirit
was
Talker.
with a Oculus or something. And I was like,
Well, no, it was the Spirit Talker, the app.
oh.
Renee said every once in a while, Charles, the patriarch, comes through. Well, it's either Robert or Charles y'all were talking to.
I'm going to write this down because I don't have any of these in notes. Robert. Charles.
And we kept getting William or Bill.
Oh, yeah, we were.
What was your favorite area, Terry?
My favorite area, I would say, was probably when we were in this, just right there in the stairs area. When we, that was pretty good for me.
Yeah, you can hear it a lot. Like there was a lot of feeling there.
So I was doing solo with Becky and Bianca. I didn't use no equipment. I just used the Epic box. And Becky, while we were sitting there, jumps out of her hair and says something made her foot raise up. And I was like, what was it? So I was like, okay, just sit there, let's try it again. But she was kind of startled for a minute. So she got up and kind of walked around a minute and then she sat back down. And I said, well, let's just sit here quietly again and let's see if it does something or make a noise because, I wasn't using anything. And she had her live headset on. And she said it sounded like she heard footsteps coming toward her. But she did get that. But other than that room I was in, I didn't get a whole lot of activity off of the equipment. But as far as her live, she kept hearing stuff.
Well, I had asked at one point for the spirit that was in with us to go to somebody and touch them or move them. And I think that happened right after I had asked to move, for them to go touch somebody.
Can y'all actually hear me more?
It's nice to have you back, Stephen.
Listen, like literally, got you.
We're trying to.
Right here. And I had to go on the laptop just to get it working. I don't know what the hell is going on with my phone, but I don't know. And then I went out there with Terry, and then it all goes mute. I'm like,
can you see the comments, Stephen, or do I need to keep reading them?
I can see them now.
Okay, good.
Thank you for the commentary.
You're welcome.
Play by play.
Renee said they get Robert in the dining room often. Okay, now I'm finished.
So I was going to say, if you heard me, Steven's first name is actually Robert also, so that's funny.
Oh.
Government.
Government.
Government
name.
So, like, I missed half of my life. So, what was we talking about?
We're talking about. I'm joking.
Area did you like the most while you're there? Like, which best activity?
Now Terry's cutting out.
One at a time.
I don't know. I think the parlor room was good. Where we did the Estes method. I had the goggles and which it
another thing that I had thought of is, the railroad is right there.
Right.
And those trains can bring a lot of energy with it,
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big conductor,
Big conductor.
I agree with Steven. I think the parlor room was probably the best place in there, but it was active everywhere.
Now,
it was.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Now the best view of the house was whenever I had my camera set up the steps and Terry was walking up and she had on the leggings and you can see her. Really nice. Yeah.
So Jerry was flashing everybody.
Yeah, so those pictures are probably in Bangladesh by now. They've been sold. So
yeah. Start an OnlyFans paranormal page.
That way we can fund everything.
To go along with the feet pics.
Yeah.
You don't want to see they ugly.
But it was like I'm looking at myself right now, and my picture looks like it's from like 1972. The the clarity of it.
Cameras
You
are
got the band posters behind you there, Stephen?
Pulp Fiction and
the God.
Godfather.
There's a creepy little girl.
That's the Night of the Living Dead.
Mm.
And then
And
you
the
got Shining over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's my bedroom.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was all in all, it was a really fun weekend. Very active place. We got to hang out, dress up, because I guarantee you right now that the Oxanna has never seen so many fucking animals. In that.
We took over.
And fighting dinosaurs, and they were
Yes.
probably like, "What the heck?"
And see, okay,
Jurassic.
wait a minute. Hang
Oxanna.
on. But I can do this though. Still, hang on. Let me see if I can still do it.
People
Did
probably
she-
think we're crazy.
Renee said that was cute.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Photo
So
credit
this,
Barbie.
that's the Oxanna
Mm-hmm.
coming into the town. I guess that I don't remember that sign. Is that sign still there, or did I just miss it?
Yes, it's there.
Okay.
You missed it.
So this is us. And
That's a cool angle right there, Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
Barbie took that picture, by the way.
yes.
That's an
Yay!
awesome picture.
Was in the wet cement taking that picture.
She was getting wet for us.
Mm-hmm. However you want to take that.
And this is the money shot right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Ah,
I think there's 2 extinct animals in that picture.
right?
Yeah.
Was the
And
other.
then one that's not even real.
One-
The unicorn, yep.
Well, unicorns could have been real. It could have been.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been.
Then the
And
super pigs.
long eyelashes too. Then Terry with a meat fork and a.
But, we didn't get Stevie with the cape on. Next time we'll have to get Stevie's picture with him by himself because he had the
Yeah.
cape on the back of his.
I like to be
costume.
spooky. I like being the spooky one. I just like spooky. I mean, those other ones are fun. I like the dinosaurs, but when I do it, I always like to wear something more spookier and like I'm coming to kill y'all. That's what I like.
So let me ask you a question because rumor has it. This is a rumor. I'm not saying who I heard this from, but somebody was planning on scaring me. What was that about?
That was implanted in my head by Terry.
Mhm.
Is what
I would have
happened.
left.
I told y'all. I said she's gonna cry and she would leave.
Not crying like I'm crying, but cry like I'm mad. If I cry like I'm mad, run.
Yeah, we're gonna take the doll that we brought and tie the string and just move it beside you. But
Mhm.
we could find no fish lines. We only had cloths, and I thought
Yeah.
she'll see that. So we didn't do it.
Yeah. I'll remember that.
But we're gonna put it on like a mantle, and like during the Estes method or whatever, you're sitting there, zoned out looking, and just kind of give it a tug, and we figure
Ugh.
rather break lamps or ankles or something, trying to get out of there.
Renee says she has them in the barn. Look, Barbie scared me.
I wish I
Barbie
would have knew
scared
that.
me during a live one time. I got so mad. Like,
She was so mad, and I was like, "Yep, okay, boundary. Never crossing that again. Never will do that again." Yeah, because I was the same way. I like to scare people, just to scare people when we're just kind of walking around or whatever, like not really serious. But
y'all have to understand, I turn a corner and see somebody who ain't there. And
yep,
I'm already hyper waiting to run into somebody. And then bam.
I was going to go under your bed to scare you, but I thought, well, I better not. She might kick my teeth out, so I better watch out.
Right?
So I ain't trying.
I would have been like another one. My family members locked up in jail there. Because my family just right down the road in Springville.
I would have tried to bite your legs then.
Oh, Terry, if you'd have had that mask and come out from under her bed, man.
Oh God.
But that's the thing. You never know where Terry's going to be. You know,
Yes, if Terry
That's the first thing
disappears,
I
you
look
better
for.
watch your
Where's
back.
Terry?
Let me tell you
Where's
what,
Terry?
if y'all would have scared me, I would have been sleeping with Gina and her daughter in the middle of them. Gina's like, I don't know this chick. What's she doing in here?
Trans Allegheny, you just better be ready because it's free room for my ass. I'm going all over that place to hide.
Just telling you.
you know, you go throw a water bottle away in the trash can, and boom, there's Terry. You know, she just like jumps out. Like, what the hell?
So,
I
just
waited on my
FYI,
hands and
Terry
knees for
disappears.
20 minutes in the basement of College Hill waiting on Terry to come down.
See, I swing. When someone scares me, like my coworkers, they'll scare me and they automatically know to put their hands. They're like, because I swing for the mouth. I'm like, let me
Next
not
time.
going down.
That'll be fun. Oh, I
What
can't
was
wait.
the
That'll be
guy?
fun.
What was the guy's name? Terry scared in the archive room that was with y'all.
Oh,
Craig.
Craig.
Craig. Yeah.
Craig.
Fun.
And I
Yeah.
love it when y'all scare other people.
I'm covered.
Well, that's the first thing. Like, I was being lured in there, and then I was like, "Where's Terry?" And as soon as I said that, she popped out. Like, ugh.
I'll get you.
Oh, Craig just came on. Hey, Craig.
Craig, we were just talking about you, brother.
Terry's
We're just talking about you.
Need to bring him with us again so I can get him again.
He said that was funny.
You got to
So-
get his wife, Tammy. Got to get her.
What do y'all got coming up next?
We've got Wheatlands at the end of the month.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You will
Yeah.
love it.
But we
Yeah,
have-
Tabitha wants to sleep in her own bed in the, like, I think the slave quarters area, like the kind of half level.
Right. Well, because I have to have so much sleep. I'm not one to run on. With all my autoimmune issues, I'm not one. I can't go without sleep. I'm just, so I need my own bed.
So Renee, Craig's on. Hey y'all, that was funny about Terry scaring, and then Oxanna was like, "I'll have her do a haunted house at the Oxanna."
Oh, Terry would love that.
That's my dream. I always wanted to work at a haunted house when I was growing up. I always had a job, so I could never work there. So yeah, heck yeah, I'll do a freaking haunted house. I love that. I'll be the craziest one you want me to be.
Get good insurance because somebody's going down.
It'll be Terry going down because somebody will swing for her.
But yeah, the
With my knife.
Wheatlands, it was really good, especially in where the living room area was, fireplace, and
Was that the most active for y'all? Was that area?
well, we had it 2 nights? Wasn't it 2 nights?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did 2 nights.
Yeah, a lot of flashlight, REM pod, tripwire, but
Shadows in the kitchen.
yeah, the shadows in the kitchen. And if you sit by the fireplace and you look through the dining room into the kitchen, you can see. Well, I did that night. It was just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth,
Nice.
and but it's.
I'll set my mom there alone. Mom, are you still watching? That's going to be your thing.
She said,
did she?
Yeah, she said that she was losing us. So
Yeah, she said she had to jump off.
I love Barbie's mama. She's sweet.
She's a good one.
Was it that about left her up there at the courthouse by herself? Was that Buffy or Tabitha? One of them. So your mama jumped, and then somebody jumped beside her.
Oh, yeah, Tabitha just ran. My mom got touched, and my mom stood up, and Tabitha's like, "I'm out." And she just,
let me tell you what I did. I stood up and I braced myself. Because I was like, I didn't know what was coming. I didn't know somebody had broke in.
she was out. She was out.
Person, I look heavier, but I move quick. So I was like ready.
It was
That's another cool place. Is that Smith County?
Mm-hmm.
I love that place.
And you was up there the weekend for Oxanna, or y'all were. and you were brave enough to go to the third floor, call Jeff out.
God, I was scared.
No show most of the night.
And then I got mad because I was like, I have been scared of you for, gosh, almost a year now. Like, I've been scared of you and like really dreading this moment. And here I am and nothing's happening. But the moment that he was challenged by you and Vernon, he showed his true self.
And he shows his true self when I challenge him. He don't do nothing.
Me and Jeff usually go around and around every time we're up there. Terry, whoever's on the Estes, it's always something back and forth, back and forth. But he's just that type of person. I mean,
I like how Gina keeps coming in. Like she keeps like, here's my appearance. Here's my.
She's doing magic tricks.
And she's so quiet. What?
Now you see me, now you don't.
Right?
Hey, Ghost Girl.
That's why they call her Ghost Girl.
She's like this.
So y'all have Wheatlands, and then what do you got after it?
We've got Tabitha. You've got our
Buchanan.
Okay, we have Buchanan.
Buchanan's log cabin. So
Buchanan. Yeah, we got the log cabin coming up.
We have the road trip for your birthday.
Yep.
And
I'm actually right by that. I passed by Olive Hill on my way to West Virginia. Like I'm in West Virginia right now. So, and I passed right by and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's not, I mean, it's only like 5 hours from Nashville. It's not bad.
No.
But yeah, we're kind of doing like a little haunted like thing for my birthday. We're doing we're doing a jail and then Olive Hill High. We've got Octagon coming up I think you guys have Octagon coming up too.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys are going to be there like the weekend before us in June.
Yeah,
we got the 22nd booked for Octagon Hall.
The 20.
Ours is early, isn't it? We've got the first week.
It's a Sunday.
The 16th is our big trip, so it's going to be the 9th, right? Or the 10th. You got the planner in front of you.
Do I?
You did.
I know. If I'm not looking at a calendar, I'm just like.
Okay, hang on. 14th, 15th, 14th, 13th, 12th, 11th, 9th.
We have 2 big trips coming up for us. Well, not coming up. There will be coming up because we got June, and then we had the fall trip we're doing too. But
and then April 6th, we have our friends and family investigation, Barbie.
April the 1st is my birthday, but I'm not going to the Poly jail until the 13th of April, and we'll be with the ghost hunting housewives at their place.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So I heard you're going to jail for your birthday. That's all I heard. So I'm going to start that rumor on Facebook.
Yes.
So, speaking of like jails and prisons, just because I'm 7'2", I can see like when you go into Brushy, the showers, I've seen like a 3/4 used bar of soap, and so I threw it at somebody. Was it Jaleel?
Yeah, I had a friend go with me. He threw it. I grabbed it and I took a shower with it. I was in there acting like I was taking a shower.
He said, "You know how many buttholes has been on that soap?" I was like, "No," but yeah, I was like, But we've done. When did we do Brushy?
The last time we were there was in November of 2022, I think.
Has it been that long ago?
We were going to go again this past November, but the group got sick. Yeah, it was.
I thought we did early 23.
Did we go again? I thought it was cold November when we did it. Was the last time we went was with Heather and all them? That was at a November time.
Damn.
You went with that? You went with
Did I go
with
again?
that? Yeah.
So we've been quite a bit of time, so I don't know. I thought the last was November, my bad, but I don't know. We have to go back and look at the album. But
what has been the scariest place y'all have been? Like the scariest?
I this trip he's about to talk about.
Hinsdale.
What about Hinsdale? Like what about Hinsdale? It was like scared you.
That's what I can't wait to get to because
Well,
I want to
Oh,
go.
you had to miss it last time, right? You couldn't go, Terry.
I didn't go to our trip. My dad was sick and I stayed with him.
That's right.
Tell us, Steve.
Hinsdale is you just got to experience Hinsdale. I mean, number one, we pulled in and Gina's husband's like, I don't like it. And he's already Googling fucking hotel rooms. You know, he's like, there's a hotel 15 minutes down the road. He's like, I'll be fine there. And I'm like, what? You know, he's a good sized guy too. I'm like, what the hell you got going on? You know,
He did not like it.
Wow.
It's just, I don't know. It's just weird. And then reviewing the footage and the big black arm coming over the couch, and and I mean, which I know it can happen, it cannot happen, whatever. But that night it was active for us. It was spot on with the Epic box.
It was unsettling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was.
And we're going back, and I can't wait because since it was that good, I want to be in whatever that room is y'all said. I want to be by myself just to see.
Like they have an offering tree there behind the house up the hill because it was native land. And people threw everything from Red Man, chewing tobacco to dream catchers to my 50 cents that I laid there on the ground so they wouldn't follow me back home. That's all the money I had. I had a debit card. I'm leaving my debit card. So
Here's 50 cents. Don't follow me home.
yeah, I was like, here's 50 cents, you know, fuck it, don't follow me, you know, and but it's just, I don't know, it's just, you ever get that feeling when you're going to go rob somebody and you're like, you know, something tells you don't do it? Same thing. You know.
No.
Never had that feeling.
Can't say I've had that.
No, it's just, I don't know, it's just unsettling.
I want
yeah.
to do that awesome section by myself too. I want to do the solo there because I want to go. I love those kind of things, and I want to go, and I'm going to give them an offer.
And
We didn't do a whole lot outside, and that's.
Oh.
I wish we would have because it'd been. I felt like the whole area, the grounds and everything would have been awesome.
we found the leg floating in the pond. We found it out there, me and Micah, when we went. Somebody threw like I guess it was a dummy.
Denture.
Huh?
Didn't you find teeth in the flower bed?
Yeah, that there was a partial in the flower bed. And yeah, it was, I don't know, it's just all around. Bring food before you go because if not, you'll starve to death. All they have is burnt pizza at the gas station.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Vernon
Oh, it brings back memories, huh, Barbie?
Huh? Yeah.
Brings back memories of the nasty
hello.
food.
Yeah.
And Buffy says, "Hey guys."
Hey, Buffy.
Hey, Vernon. Hey, Buffy.
But yeah,
Have y'all ever been to Conjuring House at all?
no.
No.
I
Is it
will.
a bucket list or now? You think it's
I've heard more bad than good about that place. That it's just a movie hype, basically.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you never know. You know,
I still love to do
I
it.
would do it. Yeah.
A lot of that's one of the ones I would go to. I do want to go to that. I do.
And but I'm trying to think of a group in New York. Dream Seekers. We're going to meet up with them and do one. We were last year, but with all the wildfires and all that, we didn't make it with them. So we're going to do it this year.
They run a place called the 1889 home, I believe, if I'm saying that right. I've been wanting to check out. They've about that a lot. It's pretty cool.
Y'all ever done any table tipping?
Yeah. I have. Craig is really good at it. The guy that Terry scared the shit out of. He's really good at it. So yeah, we've done it and it's pretty cool. I don't know how to start it and end it, but he does.
I want to do
Me
that.
and Gina done it in Philadelphia. I think that's where it was, Philadelphia.
Hmm.
1889. No, I was
Oh
making
no, that was it. That was in Gettysburg.
Was it Gettysburg? It was.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
right
Hoover
outside of
House.
Gettysburg.
Mm-hmm.
The
Bye.
Hoover House is where it was at. But it's like you got to wake the table. You got to knock on it to wake it up, and then it's kind of like two fingers, one finger on each hand, whatever, to get it moving. It's weird. Yeah, we done it.
Yeah, that was odd. That was.
Yeah.
They just left me and went to the gym. So I'm left out tonight. So y'all
Oh,
I am on here instead of in the gym, but that's okay. It's okay.
Well, we've been doing this show without y'all, so go ahead.
Renee says Southern Ghost Girls do that. Yeah, I've never seen it, but I know at the Oxanna in the bedroom that we stayed in upstairs with the bathroom, there is a book on the nightstand that talks about table tipping. It's an older book, like I googled it,
Really?
but you can't order the book in the U.S. You have to get it from the U.K.
hmm.
Renee, if you're listening, if you want to sell that book, let me know because I really like to have it. And I'll
Hey,
give you my address and
if
I'll
you-
Venmo you.
If you wouldn't have mentioned it, you could have just slid it in your bag.
Well, if I did that, I get hit by a dump truck on the way home.
Yeah, something bad would have happened. Karma would have just.
She said, "Where is it?"
It's upstairs in the bedroom that's connected with the bathroom by itself. I'm trying to think. If you go up the stairs, the one to the left by itself.
Like the master bedroom.
The one with
Got the fireplace in it.
King size bed.
the one we stayed in.
Yeah, master. Yeah.
Look,
It's
What I think was really cool about that house is like every room had a fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, reminded you of like, oh yeah, they didn't have electricity back then. You know, it's the only way to keep the house warm. That
You're
was
buzzing, Barbie.
You hearing that feedback?
Yeah, Barbie, you're buzzing
You running
Am I
like a
buzzing?
weed eater?
every time you talk.
Hold on. Hold on.
the Dr. Martin house has also got fireplace.
yes, it's on that nightstand. I think it's just called Ghost is the name of the book, and like he's written a lot of them, but you can't buy it here. It's
Is
based
he?
only there.
You know, like one time my daughter had a book series that she was reading, and we couldn't. The one book was like $400, so it was like book 7 of a 9-book series, and I wrote the author, and they sent one to me. So you may want to try that if he's still alive, because they keep them, and so they keep a few of them back for big fans. So
She says it has transoms above every door to keep cool and warm air.
Mhm. Yeah, I noticed that the little windows that open at the door.
Yeah.
We had those at my old house.
And they got them at the Thomas house too because one of them or somebody locked the keys in the room and they had to have a guy named Dylan. I know Dylan from Carthage, but he had to climb up and through that little thing and shimmy down and like it'd been easier to just kick the door down, you know.
Or use a credit card and pop the lock open.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
But and one thing also, Oxford, man, you can't do nothing. You can't speed. There is police on
Everywhere.
They're everywhere down there.
Car chases when we were at Logan at the restaurant.
And I'm like, we were investigating upstairs, and I kept seeing a flashing light. I was like, what the hell's flashing in the bathroom? And I looked, and it was the police outside, just like 3 doors down. I'm like,
Somebody was having a party when we pulled up, and I was like, "Where's that party at?" They was jamming. I was ready to go hit up the party.
Didn't they want a tour?
yes, somebody wanted a tour. Some people pulled up.
I would have been like, it's $15 per person. Come on in.
Oh man, but yeah, it was.
Let me hide, and then came in.
Right.
So yeah, I think we were talking about the fall trip. I think we've decided on giving Pennhurst another try, and because it's too damn big to be quiet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad I missed that one. So I'm so happy I'm going to have this opportunity to float around in this big old asylum.
And plus we know this one team that might tag along with us, and like everybody can have their own building because they got a shit ton of buildings out there, and you can investigate the building all by yourself. Also, they got tunnels going.
One building per person.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephen, we need to see about Eloise, what it costs.
Eloise, the asylum.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at?
In Michigan,
Mid-Tenn.
just outside of Detroit.
There's a lot. It
We can
is.
do that in a weekend. What are you talking about? You know, we come back Monday morning, go to work.
Detroit.
I love asylums.
My mom's from Detroit, and I've never been there. That's crazy.
Have straight jacket, we'll travel.
I do want
it's
that jacket on, please. So put it on for me jacket just to see what it feels like to be one of those people.
I did that in one of the buildings at Penhurst, and then the guide or one of the guys that was there ended up coming in on me, and I'm sure I looked like a lunatic with my straight jacket, my blindfold on, sitting in the middle of the room. I was like, somebody's there. I hear.
That's funny.
But the kids' room was actually, it was the very last room we done where the kids slept, but it was the most active one there. Tripwires were going. We got EVPs out of that room, but everything else was just silent. I was like, something's not right. You know, it's too big of a place. And plus, I mean, it's 660,000 square feet, and you got X amount of hours to do it. Shit, you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You know.
Wait till you see Trans-Allegheny.
I can't wait. I'm going alone.
At least you're all one building.
Oops, she's gone.
Crazy huge.
You said all one building, then you left, and you came back and said crazy huge.
It's all one building, but it is just crazy huge.
Okay.
You heard it here, folks.
May says, I've been to Winchester, the Oxanna says, I've been to the Winchester Mystery House in California. That was a trip, and we had a spirit following us after we passed through the seance room. It made my head hurt with a burst of energy in there. I'd like to go there.
Go there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I was going to tell y'all about why I said the little boy followed me home. I was at work on Monday, and I was talking. I had grabbed my stuff, and I couldn't find my water. I was talking to my mom, my bottled water. I was like, where's my bottled water at? And I went and looked everywhere. Can't find my bottled water. Where's it at? It was red. The water was. So I kept looking and kept looking, couldn't find it. I was like, screw it. And so I went outside, and I had my papers in my hand. I didn't have anything else in my arms but my papers. And I locked up, and I got into my car, nothing, no water bottle, no nothing. I drove to Dollar General, which is just right down the road from where I worked. And I go in, I go do my shopping. I come back out, and the water bottle is sitting behind my steering wheel in front of the windshield. So it blocked my view of the road.
Oh.
I think he probably just followed me home and hid my water and came back and gave it back to me as a joke.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Tell Santa call. They want their spirit back.
Right. I was like, you got to go home. You're going too far.
No, you tried to send them to my house, and I said, no.
Leave Barbie first and then head on home.
No, you go on home to Mama.
So where
She waiting.
if they come home and then what do they do? Run back?
I guess I've had them follow me home from a hospital. I've had them follow me, just come and hang out for a little bit, and then they go back home. I tell them, you have to leave. You can't stay. And things calm down. Like one night, she said he's home. Well, he was seen upstairs tonight.
Okay.
But I got home one time and my ex did not believe in the paranormal whatsoever. And he came out one day, he's like, I don't know what you brought home for me from that last investigation, but you better send it back. And I said, okay. And we worked on it and we got him to go back home.
I want a ghost buddy. Come home with me. Fine. That'd be
Now
fun.
me and Terry was talking about that last night about the little kid. We had one hitch a ride back home, and Terry's like, I don't know. I was like, well, we drove separate cars. We never drive separate cars, and we always ride in one. We die, we're gonna die together. Ball of fire or whatever. But we drove separate, and Terry seen something in the back of mine, and if you know Terry, how she is, she skeptic. She ain't gonna say it unless it's there. And so she called and said there was somebody in there and pulled over, try to get it to go out, whatever. It come back home with us.
All the doors. He looked funny because I was pulled over looking at him. He opened all the doors in the middle of this gas station.
Sure, I sat there.
They were like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
But no, it was like a 2-pump gas station, but it was like everybody from Buc-ee's went there.
It was a hangout. It was a hangout for the town.
Like, well, fuck, here I am looking like an idiot out here, and I'm like, I don't want it to come home with me. And
Well, let me show you the art of hotboxing your car with sage. Works every time.
It causes
Hotbox your car.
Speaking of
Causes
hot
asthma,
boxing,
but
Box with this.
speaking of hot boxing, Steven, we got hot box too.
oh man, let me tell you, hang on.
Oh my goodness.
We stop at a truck stop. Right? Me and Terry and Becky goes into the truck stop, and Stevie stays behind in the car. And whenever I get back, we're coming back. Terry don't say nothing. I open the door, and Terry opened the door, and I was like, God dog, Stevie. I was like, what the hell is that smell? And Stevie's like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And Terry spit fucking tea everywhere. Like this thing was like thick, if that makes sense. It was like you had to wash
everybody got pink eye that day.
No, it was worse than pink eye. That was mustard gas.
all rolled out.
But it was
Everybody got pink eye that day who rode that car.
Was it Stevie or was it Terry?
It was Terry. I mean, I thought leggings were.
I told that fart. I was like, "Don't follow me." And as soon as I get over here,
She had an attachment.
But the thing was, it went through her underwear and through them leggings, and it still was bad, man. There wasn't no fucking filter in that thing.
No.
Well, I mean, oh God.
That would knock a buzzard off of a gut wagon.
It was bad. I mean, like you needed to wash yourself off after that. It was like stuck to you. It was in your hair.
It's in your hair, your clothes, in every fiber.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 hours later, we still smelt it.
And damn, I thought Terry got in my metformin. I was like, here we go. Listen, I swear to God, next time we're together, we're going to play metformin. We're going to play it.
Nope.
Hey, we could do like
Not if Terry gonna smell like that.
Metformin roulette. Who's gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Spin the metformin. Who gets it?
Rather go upstairs with the demon or take one metformin.
That place ain't haunted no more. It ain't haunted no more.
Let me tell you, when we were at the house in Oxanna, I came up the steps and I was like, "What was that noise?" Because everybody's doors were shut. I said, what is that? And I was like, oh, that's Steven. He's snoring. Through the door into the bedroom.
Like everybody was snoring. I mean, phew.
Yes, I snore like no other. Now I have a video of all of us huddled up. It was like, how many of us was it? 2, 4, 5, 6 of us, 5 of us in Hinsdale's living room. Air mattresses, couches, everything. It was all full. And I didn't know Micah snored as well, but I had the Phasm camera running, and it was like the perfect commercial for like sleep apnea. You know, that's what it sounded like the snoring between me and him. I was like, we need help. I mean, we got to go to the doctor. We need help. It was bad. I was like, holy shit. And somehow or another, between all that damn snoring, I heard a damn cow mooing. Out of the blue. There's no cows out there. And it was weird.
I think Barbie got me and Buffy. Like Buffy would snore, then I would snore, then Buffy would snore.
Yeah, it was like watching a tennis match. I was like, wow.
I was like, I'm going to bed early because if someone snores, I'm going to hear it. No.
And I even had like my earplugs in. I had my eye mask on, and it was like still hurting. I'm like, I just want to sleep, Jesus.
Let me explain why she heard it. Because she like cuddled me that night. She's like,
you were warm. I was like, yes, this is like my own personal heater. I'm happy. Loved it.
We became a couple that night.
We did. We spooned.
The big spoon.
I'm just like, I can't have.
Oh, it was. I was like a little cold, like going to bed, and I got into bed, and she was all warm. I was like, yes. It was nice.
Yeah, we need to definitely go back to there. We got to get it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Renee, you're all crazy and cool.
Maybe do a weekend, maybe Friday, Saturday, so I can get 2 nights in there.
Yeah.
I call a big bed because Barbie and I need a big bed. We can't fit in that fool no more.
Yeah, we need a big bed.
Big old baby.
If I get cold though, I might get close.
Yeah, that's okay. At least we would have room and not fall off. And let me tell you what, my bed was 84 feet off the ground. So
it was so tall. I mean, I kind of, and we're short, you know.
I like tried to get one leg up there, and of course, like my hips locked from arthritis, and I was like, this ain't gonna work. I can't get my leg up there. And then I looked like one of them beach seals. I was like, jumping. I was like,
oh, Tabitha, that's when you take off running and jump up in there.
Yeah, I was already in 1 foot brace. I didn't need a second one.
Renee said, thank y'all for staying at the Oxanna. Have a blessed night.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's a good place. It was a lot of laughs.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh, Gina joined us.
Yeah,
she's like
we have fun, but people see more of the fun stuff because they don't understand. We have to review the good stuff.
Yeah, and it's like you have to have those little breaks where you're laughing and stuff because it does get pretty serious and scary sometimes. So you got to stop for a minute and laugh and cut jokes and
like when you're doing Estes methods and saying some things like that, it just physically drains you.
It does.
When you get done, you're like, "Ooh, I got to take a break."
Yeah.
Recoup.
Gina Donahue says, I was here earlier but had a phone call. Laugh out loud. Now, Gina was the one, Gina Donahue, the one that's commenting. She was the one that was at the Walton Hotel. Her first investigation was that event that night with us. And she wound up from the top floor to the bottom floor with some broken bones in her leg. Ankle and leg, I think. But I think a lot of things were talking about pushed and stuff that night at the Walton. Which the Walton we don't have no more. The gentleman sold it, and Yeah, she said it was my foot. Yeah, that was her first investigation. She got broke in right.
Bye, Craig.
Good night,
Yeah.
Craig.
That had to hurt though. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I know Kelly called me and I was like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh my God, is she okay?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "She's going to the doctor. Next thing I know, she's gonna have surgery." And I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Oh, gosh.
That's an experience you'll never forget. Let me let me tell you the story.
Yeah.
This one time at the Walton, you know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's. I've been touched, hit, punched. I ain't never been pushed downstairs yet. Terry's threatened it, but
There's good locations to get away with that. You keep ticking me off, you're gonna get it. Because you're gonna go down, big boy.
Here we go with the popcorn. Y'all got the popcorn ready?
There's great locations. If you need help, I can show you some locations there to get rid of the evidence.
Good.
oh man, well, we're a little over an hour and 15 minutes in.
Well, y'all have only been here for like 30.
Yeah, I know. Technical difficulties.
That's sometimes, yeah, the StreamYard, it does that. I don't know.
I'm glad we were able to help out.
I'm surprised that I've stayed connected as long as I have. I'm just on my data. I'm not on any sort of Wi-Fi or anything.
So Gina down here, Gina on our group, our ghost girl there, she keeps popping in and out like 10-second Tom.
Mm-hmm.
She's like boom, boom, boom.
She's Ghost Girl.
I'm seeing everybody pops out for a second and pops back in.
I pop out.
Really?
But yeah.
I know Terry, whoever. See, do I pop out? Because I've never seen myself leave.
See, Gina just popped out, went back in.
And
Well, I just popped out and went back in.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
Weird.
think nobody, but just you.
I think it's just when we all get to talking at the same time, it screws it up.
Maybe so.
We had to have a talking stick next time.
Yeah, we have to take numbers.
Raise your hand when you want to talk.
Yeah.
Index cards.
She never said a word.
There we go.
She never said a word. Gina didn't. She was gone.
She's Ghost Girl.
Living up to the name.
I'm on Wi-Fi. I mean,
I believe our next one coming up is at Lynchburg Funeral Home. Is that what we have coming next?
yes, I think so.
Yeah. Don't ask me the date, but it's in March.
I know it's March the 9th, I think. 9th, I think.
I don't know where my planner is.
It's on the table in the dining
Oh.
K2 has Octagon Hall the 24th.
Nice. Would that be your first time there, Stevie?
No, my second time.
Second. Oh.
He went with us last time.
Yeah, he went with us.
I think it's kind of neat. Everybody on our team, like when I was with Clarksville Ghost Hunters, that's where we practiced on learning how to ghost hunt. That's where Barbie got started ghost hunting, and I think that's where Buffy got started ghost hunting. So we all have like this special connection with Octagon Hall group.
Yeah.
I like that.
Where I got broke in was the Bell Witch Cave.
I cannot wait for that. Oh my goodness.
I am terrified. Y'all be prepared.
I found Stevie on a hip post and left interested in ghost hunting, and I hit him up.
We found Stevie on the porn site.
Onlyphantoms.com.
We met Stevie at the Bell Cave. He got a ticket down with that event.
Well, I'm excited because I live just right down the road from it, and it's just something that is very talked about hushly at our house. Very we don't tease, we don't joke about it. It's always been something we were brought up with to be very respectful to. And I don't go. My ex-in-laws are from Adams. I don't deal with Adams at night. I have never been in Adams after dark. It's just a lovely, weird town.
My dad area told me the stories in which stay away from when he found out I have a gift from there. He was like, Terry Lynn, that's what my family calls me, Terry Lynn. They're like, what are you doing? My daddy's like, don't you dare. I told you not to do that. He just tells me all this. I'm like, it's okay, Daddy.
Mm-hmm. And so this is when I told my moms we're not, we're Southern Baptist. My mom was like, my daughter was like, what? I was like, I know. I'm gonna pee. I'm just gonna poop on myself. Be ready.
We left Adams that night at about 90 mile an hour, and we live a little distance away, and I was trying to get home and not kill everybody. And stopped at the gas station going to get some food, and all they had was a banana. And an old hot dog that's been rolling for like 36 hours.
It's all hollowed out and dry.
I'm at exit 19. Next time y'all go, you let me know. I'll meet you at exit 19, and I will have y'all some food ready for you.
Yeah, we got the hell out of there.
On 2 wheels.
That's a creepy town at night. I'm just telling you.
I loved it there. I can't wait to go back. It was so freaking amazing.
See, Terry just agreed. It's a creepy little town.
I love it.
Terry's like, I felt at home
She's
there.
like, yes.
And Terry took the rock out of the cave, and what happened, Stephen, once he took the rock out of her cave?
Hell, what didn't happen?
Fuel pump went out in her car.
Yeah,
She carried it out in her bra, y'all. That titty's gonna rot off.
But still here at my house.
You're gonna be walking through Walmart and your tit just fall out straight up.
But me and this rock are friends now. It's on my side. So.
That's what it wants you to think.
Probably, but it's okay. I'm that way.
That's why I got back trouble and can't sleep at night.
And gas. You got gas.
Oh, so that explains why we got mustard gas.
Yeah.
Oh, but y'all asked earlier the most haunted place I've ever been. I would be honest, I have not been anywhere yet that's really made me jump out of my skin or anything, and I'm waiting. I've not had that yet, so hopefully.
What about y'all? Where have y'all been? That's got you.
Barbie.
I'm thinking. I mean,
for me right now, I would probably say the Gaines house, that EVP that I got from there.
the one that probably I was the most scared of, probably Lynchburg. There's just something about that house that's just creepy.
Now, y'all, I had told you Hinsdale. Now, Edinburgh Manor runs a close race in Iowa.
That's the one you caught that full-bodied, right? Y'all caught that? Yeah.
That basement is like picture-perfect death trap.
Made of nightmares.
Yeah.
Are we doing that one in June?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good deal.
But I feel we need more time there because it didn't get me like I was hoping. I mean, I know it's not always going to be that way, but I mean, I want to be somewhere for like days. That's what I want to at one, and that's supposed to be the most haunted for someone, or one of y'all might say, "Oh, this has got me." I want to go there and just stay for days. That's my thing.
See, like Iowa's creepy as hell, anyways, because most of these asylums and stuff are out in the middle of nowhere, just surrounded by cornfields, and
But that's like
barely have service. You know, it's got the creep factor, no doubt.
For our schoolhouse was my favorite. I love that, and we've been 2 or 3 times, but I love that place. And I wish we could have stayed like more days than just one night and then come back years later or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that, but just don't have the time.
Yeah, so I'd say Hinsdale and Edinburgh. They're miles and miles apart, but it'd be a good little run.
I can't wait for you guys to see Trans-Allegheny.
I'm ready for that too.
which outfit I want to do some pictures in. It's going to be real good. I'm going to find a good one. I can't wait.
I think I'll do leather biker.
No,
Assless
Steven,
chaps.
we need to get those inflatable donut things you put on where you can run into each other.
Oh, big sumo wrestlers.
Yeah.
Loves his fun.
All right, y'all. Well, we bored everybody enough, so we will get off of here. I'm sure they will see us again sometime soon and talk about something else.
Thank y'all
Coming
for
to a
having me.
haunted location near you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Tab. I heard you.
And
Yes.
y'all follow Night Song Paranormal if you don't already. And Gina Carmen, she will have her, well, she's gone now. Now she's back.
Now she's back.
She will have Ghost Girl up running briefly, shortly.
Paranormal. He's on that team, and he just collides with us sometimes. So collabs with us, collide. Well, same thing. We collide and collab. But anyway,
Collide.
And he's venturing out with K2 Paranormal. That's another good group. Kelly Schaefer, she's a real good woman.
I mean,
Follow them.
follow. Give everybody a follow. That's what I do. Anytime I see a new one, follow. I always make follow everybody, share whatever. I try to share everybody's stuff when I see it. I don't see it all the time, but I do try to share stuff for everybody.
Yeah. Y'all do that. It was glad to have y'all on and talk about
Yes.
I'm glad to host tonight, y'all.
Yes.
Thank
Co-host Tabitha there.
my host all weekend. I let her pick all the food places because she's the boss. So we're gonna call her Boss Tab. That's your name.
When did that happen?
Boss Taboo.
Who voted for that?
Your name is Boss Taboo. That's what you're gonna be.
Boss taboo.
Remember that, Barbie. I'm the boss.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to get off here. Y'all have a good evening. Be safe. And until next time.
Bye.
All right. See y'all.